Cheers and beers. Cheers and beers. A little bit of conversation. Couple of bad jokes.
All right, check this out.
Check what
you got?
Well, I'm driving to Cheers and Beers. It's straight snow. After I was just enjoying my Will Smith CD down in my basement.
Okay.
But, since I've left the crib, dude, I noticed it's even before Thanksgiving. This is the first time, I swear, the day after Halloween, one of the radio stations I listen to, they already switched to Christmas music.
Yeah.
In before Thanksgiving. And then I'm at the store. I went into one store, and they were playing Christmas music already. And then, but I don't know, some of that Christmas music, though, is a little lit. The one do 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 do. Dude. I'm listening to it, but is that even singing?
Is that Here Comes Santa? That one?
Here comes
Yeah.
Santa Claus,
Okay.
right down Santa Claus Lane.
Nice.
Dude, there was no singing though. It was just an orchestra doing it. It was so lit. Wet, 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 wet. Dude, Christmas music is
Is that
lit.
a different song? Wah, 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 wah.
Hey,
Wah,
bro,
wah, wah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Eye of the
Wah,
Tiger.
wah, wah.
dude, it's so lit. But then, and then they played the Santa Baby song. She's like, Santa Baby. And then it just was like, dang, I can't wait for Santa Claus to come down the chimney.
He will be after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
A little bit. Well,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's just crazy that Christmas music always starts on Thanksgiving. So let me vent because I enjoyed it for one day.
It's crazy because the day after Halloween, all retail locations play Christmas music on November 1st. till the
Practically,
holidays.
right? Honestly, yeah. I mean, especially today's world,
Yeah.
how fast the Christmas market has just taken over. Halloween has come up earlier, and therefore Christmas now comes even earlier for in terms of selling and advertising.
Oh
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
Where's the credit for Thanksgiving? You get all the Halloween scary scary ghost costumes and all that stuff, or the stuff you stick in front of your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the day of November 1st, Santa Claus comes up.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Absolutely.
where's the turkey?
Yeah,
Where's the turkey?
blow up turkeys out front? Where are they at?
Yeah,
why is there no blow up turkeys and blow up whatever?
Because you be
People-
running them
pilgrims.
over, going to
Oh,
work,
yeah,
and getting
yeah,
late.
Yeah. Well, where I live, there's real turkeys, so they just be running around everywhere.
Honestly, though, that's really cool that you said that. I swear, running around Minnesota, you always see wild turkeys.
Always.
It's so
everywhere.
fun. That's so fun.
Everywhere.
How do they even live?
Never saw them in my life in Indiana.
Bro, they
Yeah.
right in the city, dude. There's batches of them, and they're so vicious, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they're running packs of 20 around here.
That's so
Bro,
funny.
they'll get you.
I would. Don't mess with
You
them.
don't think how fast they are? And my dogs Lola and Layla, I was walking them, and bro, turkeys, just like you said, Layla just runs, rips off my hand. She's going wild, fast as she can. The turkey just turns on the speed guns. Woo! Outruns the dog.
Dang.
Oh my
It's
god.
a mid-sized dog,
Yeah,
fast as heck.
I know, they're pretty big.
And then
Yeah.
it flies on our first-story building. Didn't even know they flew.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Literally
yeah.
flew up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's
what
like
the-
Buzz Lightyear. Dude. You jump with style.
Jeez, like, whoa. Yeah, dude.
yeah, they can fly.
Big
That's
bird.
crazy.
Dude, you ever heard one take off? It's like the truck started.
Yeah, because it's so
it's
big.
so loud.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I've never heard
man. It's crazy.
It's miraculous. Yeah, but you know.
that. Yeah.
Dude.
Sean's like, dang, there goes my turkey dinner. I was supposed to host Thanksgiving Turkey Day. Turkey Day is coming.
I'd be trying to, but then I get all gassed up. They be gashing people.
You gassing up the crash
Bro.
out, baby.
Hey, and I might as well not fight a turkey. It's so easy to get turkey right now because I saw I had to get a whole chicken. Dude, I went to Aldi's and they took all those shelves, all those parts of the freezer out for turkeys.
Yeah.
Oh, they do that.
Bro,
It's
you
the
can't
season.
get no chicken at Aldi's, dog.
You don't need
can
chicken
get
right now. You need turkey. It's
Yeah, it's
November, and it's a
Turkey
week.
Day.
We're a week away from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
What
a
are you
half
saying
week
to
ago.
the Thanksgiving goers out there that you want to?
Yeah, man.
You want that spot back for chicken?
Think of all the
I'm just
people out
saying,
there making or killing turkeys. You know, they need the space. They need the shelf space. You know? Ain't
Yeah,
got
well-
time for that. Sell.
Sell. Yeah,
turkey,
it's true.
turkey.
No, it's true. It's true.
But I mean, I can't
Yeah.
wait for Thanksgiving. If I'm being honest, I know I already have a great meal planned out, so I hope you
do?
guys do too.
What?
Nice, yeah.
Oh, I mean, just your average, I would imagine, but just gonna make it hopefully really well. Just
What's
you got
the
your turkey,
average?
you've got your cranberry sauce. I'm gonna do some roasted potatoes and/or mashed potatoes, some baked mac and cheese. I'm gonna make some Jello.
Yeah.
and then and probably
Dude.
some rolls, and we'll figure out whatever else.
You pretty much covered it, really.
Green bean casserole. Add
not a
that
bad
to it.
idea.
You
Dude,
forgot
every-
about that.
Dude.
You forgot about the corn stuff. Though.
True.
That's what I
Whatever.
love about
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Gravy as well.
Use that day. What's
Yeah.
that?
Gravy as well.
Gra-
Corn.
gravy.
Gravy. How you gonna make it gravy?
I
on
was just
Thanksgiving?
listening out, and I screwed up.
And I
You
know
know how they bring you that like tub of pouring gravy?
Yes.
I'm like, is this my side? Because you all get none of this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I know Matt be making that turkey dry, so you better have extra.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's-
better have
that's crazy.
Look
extra,
at that shirt. You know he knows how to make a cook
I
a
can make
turkey,
a turkey.
bro.
I can
Look
make a
at
turkey,
that,
bro.
man.
You can
I
cook
make
a
a
turkey.
turkey.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, come on.
How you
man.
cook it?
Sean
Really
look-
good.
It's really good, yeah. Sean's just asking for the invite. You know, he's just gaslighting
He's
you.
trying to
and
get.
be like,
Oh, you have to show me
show
how
me,
good
try
it is.
it.
Yeah.
and then it's like violin plays. Well, I got nowhere to go.
Oh, no, not again.
Well, dude, I just want them to be careful because people be burning their houses down, putting water and oil, mixing them together,
The
putting the
turkey
turkey
fry.
so
The turkey
fast.
fry, yeah.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
they be out here wilding and wildfires.
Those are cool though. I mean, I would,
Not the wildfires.
not the wildfires, the fried turkeys.
Yes, I agree too.
Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. Wildfires are cool to a degree, as long as they're
Well,
not harming
wildfires,
anything.
but not
I
like
don't want any destruction
Indian
of
park.
property or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But fire's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
Mr. Pyro over here.
That's what I was saying. We got
Yeah.
a pyro
Yeah.
over here.
Well, I agree with you.
Best X-Men,
Wildfire,
too.
well, maybe not when it's burning down the whole forest, but like maybe like you
Exactly.
start a fire when you're with.
You want
But
to
you
see
need that. You need
when
that
you
for
see
your
a
life.
fire and/or if you've seen like those long, like the big fire tornadoes that sometimes happen. Those are those are
Fire
the coolest.
tornadoes?
Yeah,
What?
have you
no,
seen those?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, let me see if I can.
Are you serious?
All right, continue.
Like a
Fire tornadoes?
I'm telling
Bro,
you,
this
dude.
sounds scary. This
Oh, they're
sounds
so cool.
terrifying.
Like the tornado picks up the fire type of thing,
Yeah.
or with the wind so strong.
Oh, fire world. pardon
Fire
me.
whirl.
A
Yeah.
fire world?
That sounds like a Pokemon move.
Oh my god.
Yo,
What the
Charmander, use
heck?
fire whirl.
Yeah.
This is not real.
Yeah. Watch this.
No, I've never seen this before.
Dude, it's literally
What?
a tornado.
Oh god.
Let's
That's
see
a
if we
fire
can go a
with
little bit.
fan. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
so they create it with fans, but it does happen
Yeah, okay.
naturally as well. But
What
they create it with the
the
fans,
heck?
but
Yeah.
you can find like it does happen as well, just like a very similar thing.
What
but
what
just
yeah,
a
tornado
firework.
pick up
what
a
is
fire.
Yeah.
Swirls
what
it
is
up.
what is fueling this?
Air.
Yeah, I mean,
Oxygen.
I'd imagine just a natural
Yeah.
environment where you
Oh,
have. I
and
mean,
it's with
if you
the
have
wind,
some
giving
something
it
that's
oxygen.
something that's some kind of
Okay.
fuel or wood source or whatever was
Dang.
ever happening in the natural world.
Well, I guess after
Just
seeing
winds.
this, is Shark Tornado based on a true story?
Obviously.
Because
yeah,
like
of course.
if there's fire tornadoes, why
oh.
would that not be real?
It's just
Yeah,
like a
well,
hurricane. It
yes.
blows fish and any type of mammals or land fish animals.
I mean,
Yes,
at some
yes.
point, I mean, how many sharks from if this said tornado gets pulled up, does it become Sharknado or something
know,
like?
right?
Is it just one?
One.
You know, is it just one?
No,
it's like, oh man, it's coming after us.
And I
Like,
see
but it's
minimum
just
3.
one. Like, if it gets pulled up,
Man,
okay.
it's just
Minimum
so
3.
heavy. It just stays at the circumference of the circle, hitting all the buildings, and people are like, "It's real! It's real!"
Oh my god.
Sharknado, dude.
Well,
Oh my
you
God.
get spiders coming down from the sky in Australia and other parts of the world as well.
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah,
pretty
absolutely.
scary stuff out of nowhere. You're like, what is happening? They're just landing out of nowhere.
Just
Man.
come
You
in here.
see that? That's scary as stuff.
Yeah, that's scary. Dude,
Yeah.
the other day I saw one of my friends post on Snapchat she woke up and checked the weather app and it said Minneapolis it was like 124 all day. Like 124, 125. It was a typo thing.
Okay.
But I was just thinking about it. That would be kind of terrifying with everything going on. Like, could be entering like World War III.
Well,
You're talking about
especially
fire
with the
tornadoes.
snow coming.
Like, I didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would scare me actually if I woke up to seeing that.
To see a 124-degree day out.
Yeah.
on your phone, and then you look out and it's snowing. You're like, "What is going on?" You're like,
No,
"Oh,
but I'm just saying, like, I saw way later in the day this picture, but I'm just thinking if I saw it, my mind would have jumped to a conclusion so fast.
Huh.
I'd be like, this is it.
This is
This
it.
is it.
You wouldn't have like thought about maybe it's just a typo or maybe
Or, like, maybe I
was
should go
just I was just
outside.
outside a second ago and it wasn't 124, but maybe now it is.
Like, my phone never
Like,
lies to
he
me.
Just,
Oh my
he just
gosh.
crashes out immediately. He's like, no.
And that's what we call brainwash,
Oh my
everybody.
God. First of all, I would have got my fire retardant suit.
Yes, indeed.
Of course.
Good choice.
Because I already have an idea that there's a fight. There's got to be a fire tornado coming. That's
coming.
why I still called out So why would you not do that? Yes, I know it's cold out, but what if the fire tornado comes right down my path and I'm in that area of the weather?
You're dead.
I love it how Sean had no idea what that fire tornado is, and now he has this whole prediction.
Well, I've told you,
of
it's
like-
an irrational fear. Now
Yeah.
you know
Now
that
it
it's
is.
out.
You
Now
hit
that you
him.
know it's out there,
Boom.
it's like, oh my god, I never knew I had to be afraid, but now
You
a
showed him
fire
this?
tornado.
Yeah.
No,
He's like, I need a fire suit. You know.
Bro, but what if a fire tornado is chasing you and all of a sudden you're all running it? You're getting away. You're like, see a fire tornado? And then next thing you know, you get stuck in quicksand.
Quick stand or quick
I
stand?
hate quicksand.
Well,
You
yeah,
just
bro.
stand,
You
quick,
you
you're
just
stuck.
stand- you
It's a
just-
quick, and you stand.
and you stand real quick.
Bro, that's something coming up everywhere. Dude, man.
I've been running on a track meet, and I just did a quick stand, and then I kept going. They didn't know what hit them.
Is that different from quicksand? I'm so curious.
It wasn't the best move while you're in a,
No,
a
it's
long
not.
race, but
It's not.
I did it.
Unless if there's quicksand coming up as a barrier in your track meet.
Which, by the way, how evident and like how big was that in like TV shows growing up? You're like, man, I'm probably gonna run into quicksand at some point
Dude,
in my
I
life.
know. It's like with every movie. Like I just remember
so scary.
Indiana Jones or like
It was everywhere.
The Mummy. You know, like all these Tarzan or
Yes.
something like. And it's all like, don't panic. And you're like, okay. But then the evil guy falls in. He goes, ah, and it goes.
He panicked. He panicked.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. They made it seem like everyone is gonna run into quicksand.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
You
Yeah,
never
that's
see it.
it.
It's
That's
never.
it.
You never see
Yeah.
it.
That shit just comes out of
explode.
nowhere. Just came out of nowhere. I was just walking through Northeast Minneapolis. Came out of nowhere.
Cement, you know, geez.
Oh, that's good. So true.
Imagination. It's so funny you say that. I'm going to bring it back real quick, Matt. You talked about the good eating of Thanksgiving, which I just was so hungry listening to you. And I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite dish out of all those to eat?
Oh, that's not
for
fair.
Thanksgiving.
That's
Like, what is the most controversial dish for Thanksgiving to eat for you guys? Like, I want to hear it down
It's
the road.
cranberry should be illegal.
You said
Should
cranberry?
be illegal.
So you say that's the worst for you.
Controversy. That's controversy right
Wait,
there.
am I saying the worst or my favorite dish?
I was asking your best,
That's
but
what I
now
thought.
Sean's going to... If you want to take either or side, you can.
I'll go with my favorite. I think it's as long as as long as the turkey is cooked well.
Which is because you cooking it.
Well, that's that. But I'm saying if you go somewhere as well, like that's
Yeah.
going to be the best dish, hopefully for me. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just I
Oh,
like.
you're
I
talking
love-
about the base of the meal.
honestly, yeah. But if I'm going to go off of that route, then I would like the bake, like mac and cheese.
Oh, that's so good. I had something like that, but I'm gonna go to cheese and potatoes. Like
That's
if you ever
perfect.
had like the best
Oh,
meat cheese and potatoes,
potatoes always good.
yeah, cheese
Yeah. Yeah.
and carbs. are always
Honestly,
so good.
cheese. We're so close to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's coming over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, we're going to love it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want to change yours, or
The
you want to
best?
stick to the worst?
No, I would just do the green bean casserole just because it's one of the few times a year you get it.
Basic
So,
white bitch.
so-
And guess what?
Mm.
Guess what green bean casserole has? Gravy,
Does
mushroom gravy,
Oh man. How do you guys
Cream
feel
of
about
mushroom,
How do you
yeah.
guys, how do you guys
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
about mushroom?
cream
Love
of
it.
mushroom, or
Love
just
it.
mushroom
Just
in
mushroom.
general?
Mushroom. Mushroom.
It just depends on how you cook
I know
it.
you're a fan because you're
Yeah.
you're a forager.
I love mushrooms, big and small.
Nice.
I like kind of any vegetable you can saute. I think it's anything dosed in butter and garlic.
Oh,
and
yeah.
roasted
Oh,
is
my,
good.
anything
Yeah.
I can saute.
Good point.
As soon as you
Good
said
point.
I love mushrooms, anything I can saute reminded me of the clip.
Yeah.
You know, anything. Oh, you can milk anything with a nipple. So I
yeah.
was like, that's exactly how you're saying. Like, I like to
I got-
saute any mushroom. Can that, is that any mushroom?
Yeah.
Well,
And if you
I
guys
said
remember,
vegetable too, so just put the whole thing in there.
bro, like 8 months ago, I said that comes up a lot.
Nice.
See?
Yeah,
That's a great quote.
You
Yeah.
shot. You said that comes every
It
weekend.
does. You did.
I said
Dang.
I said that ends up in my life at least once a week.
True.
There it is.
That's so awesome, man. I'm happy to see what anybody else if they disagree, man. Because turkey was my far second, especially if it's like good. Like I can't imagine Thanksgiving without a turkey.
White
Yeah.
meat, dark meat. What do you think?
Come on, you got to go dark meat, more protein.
Whoa,
But I do
okay.
like a breast, you know.
Mhm.
I like
Who
to save
doesn't?
the breast, maybe make a sandwich.
Indeed.
I love breast.
Yeah,
Little breasty breast?
I agree. Yeah, the dark meat, fire.
Yeah.
I'm still. I like the white meat. I know it's a little drier sometimes, but I do like the white meat. It's good.
I
can't
just like it all, man.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
me
just like
too.
all-
I
I
get
can
straight up
like
turkey.
it both.
Although,
I
although,
mix it.
when
I
you're
mix
chopping
it.
on a giant turkey leg,
Oh yeah,
though, there's nothing better than that. Like
Yeah.
that's great.
yeah.
I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah.
Like a homemade
Doesn't
one because like
No,
the
it's-
stuff you
if
get at the fair
I'll
is
say
like
even when you go to the
cooked
fair.
wrong.
I'll say even when you go because
Really?
those are fall off the bone sometimes.
Okay.
I think those are done really well.
The last one I got was terrible,
That's
and
a
that's
shame.
was like, dang, no.
If you're at the Renaissance Fair, decapitation.
Yes, right in front of you. Yep. Bring
That's
in
what,
the
that's
fire
what's sad, 'cause
tornado.
I was there. That's what I had it,
You got
and it
it.
was just like so cartilage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
you
I got
gotta
the
go.
bad leg.
What?
They screwed up.
It's
Oh,
full of
that's
cartilage.
it.
I couldn't even bite.
Nah,
through
they
it.
just didn't like you. Because it ain't normally like that.
Maybe he
Damn.
saw the cookie.
What did you
So he
do
got
to
the
him?
run
Yeah,
stand.
What did you
seriously,
do to
dude.
the guy? What did you do
I
to this
said,
guy to get this?
You
Hey,
stole his
thou
horse or
may
something?
have a turkey leg, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, what a phony!
You're trying too hard, bro. You're trying
He's
too
from the
hard.
2000s. They knew it. They knew you were from the 2000s.
Oh,
With your little charm.
One of the coolest things I did there
So-
was ride an elephant, though.
that's awesome.
Super dope. Never. had an
Although I
elephant.
will say there's a strong controversy behind that because they're taming the elephants when they should be naturally
sad,
free.
yeah.
It's not like you can do. You can prevent it, although
Yeah.
you contributed to it. Not that you. I'm
just saying, I gotta
would
ride
do.
a-
Hey,
I've always
I
wanted-
would do it
I
as well
wanted-
for the
oh,
record.
I
I would
personally
want to
would
ride.
never.
I would want to ride elephant.
dude, I walking with
if you
my
have if you have a chance to ride an elephant, I would absolutely want to ride an elephant.
I would never. First of all,
Couldn't afford it.
but I also
Oh.
no, I actually did there. I rode an elephant.
Matt,
Really?
Yeah.
everything you said was in my head when I walked in. I said, "Elephant? I can ride one? No way! And I have to go to Africa for it? No way!
No, I would
Oh
do
my
that.
god! How much is it? I don't care.
Here's-
Give me a ticket.
How was it?
So cool. Like it's so weird to like when I touch like you like grab the animal and you're riding the animal. I just feel the soul of it and the ant like, and it's just like wow, I'm connecting with this big elephant. Never experienced that in my life. But anyways, I don't know. I was just like this is so freaking cool. But the
That's
sad
at
side-
that is at the Renaissance Fair.
it was at the Renaissance.
That's
Fair when I
cool.
went.
Shout out to that.
I never had that in Minnesota. It's like, well, but yeah, I always feel bad for them because people are bad tamers.
Yeah, that happens. I wasn't
I-
trying to make
I
you feel
saw
like you didn't do
Dumbo.
anything about that. I was just bringing it up. It's just funny. Yeah.
Dang.
I saw Dumbo.
This is not funny, but
Dumbo.
Oh, poor Dumbo.
Yeah, dude. Don't be bringing up Dumbo, man.
Why are you killing the vibe?
That elephant can fly. What do you mean?
Oh no, yeah, okay, Dumbo.
Josh
It's my
went-
fault.
Josh-
But not his mom.
Josh went on
Yeah,
an
what about his
elephant that wasn't Dumbo. See, I was on Dumbo. Dude, I took a
Isn't
real
that even
elephant
worse?
ride.
You tamed a free one more than one. Like you're like, hey, I know you like to fly, but guess what? No way, dude. You're gonna ride me. Like no, no. I'm gonna ride on you. What the
Yeah,
heck?
I was about to say,
Yeah, I think he'll probably be dead. He'll probably be dead the other way.
Through the sky.
Yeah, he'll probably be dead.
Dude,
But
what the
Oh.
yeah,
heck?
you're gonna hop on
And
this
first of all-
elephant that you like literally know has been flying around, and you tame it. You're like this, look at this majestic creature. Terrible human.
How would me,
Terrible.
a wild being, be able to tame something? That's
Yeah,
why I had to find a wild
Well,
one
I
to
know
fit
you
in.
couldn't specifically.
Yeah.
You know,
I
weaker
had to
male.
find something
but-
to fit in.
Or Ford
Something
ride.
that's more
Hey.
like my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I had to find like more like my lifestyle. So Dumbo was it.
Elephants are ones that actually have one of the strongest memories, and they're really for feel like I've watched some tamers just die because they're so bad when they got free. It's just they are really a connection animal.
They have they're very aggressive too. They
Yeah,
can be.
They can be if
They-
you're
they
bad
can
with
be.
them. They'll
Sure.
remember if you smack
Yeah.
their butt or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Sean Dumbo.
Bro,
give me a ride.
someday when that elephant Josh Road escapes, he's gonna remember you.
Yeah, right.
And he's gonna be
Oh,
searching
man.
for
Oh,
you.
Dude, I
dude.
put my hand on it. I said,
He's gonna walk
I
from
love
Florida.
you. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me ride you. You're such a beautiful creature.
And then right there, that elephant knew that Josh was totally okay and never meant any harm to him. And if he ever saw across him in the wild, he would be just okay.
He was just gonna be a nod.
He was like,
He'd
oh.
be a
That is
little
the
nod.
nicest Matt has ever been to me. I just want to say thank you because I'm about to tear up.
I'm happy, but I want you to know it was super sarcastic because the elephant
it.
didn't know a damn thing.
It
So
got
if it
so
saw you in the
dumb.
wild, it would
Yeah,
kill
bro.
you regardless of how much
Bro.
you think it's the greatest
No,
thing
I
ever.
know, I know. I just say because
Yeah.
it was wrapped around. I can't.
I'm sorry to
that-
do that to you.
that
I'm
elephant-
not
sorry.
gonna go to a wild elephant and be like, "I love you." I mean, he did.
Bro, that elephant came from Southeast Asia, dog. I don't speak English. So
Wow.
yeah, I didn't understand you.
I use spiritual connection.
Mm-hmm.
You're stuck in the second dimensional
Oh.
world.
hey, I got a question.
Okay.
So-
I'm sure you got a
so-
lot of questions.
So you know how Matt likes the most
That's not a question.
basic.
Not a question.
You're like telling what he is. You're gaslighting him.
I'm like one of the guys question the politicians. So, anyways, you know how Matt likes like the
Yeah,
most
what the
basic
fuck?
Thanksgiving part of the meal. Like
I
Matt,
didn't sound like
Matt's
it
a
at
simple
all.
guy. He's a simple guy. You don't
Turkey
need, you don't need
is-
all the sides.
Turkey's the normal.
No, I'm just saying like it's just simple. He's simple.
Okay,
But-
I'll take that. Whatever.
but,
You're
um,
simple-minded, bitch.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to go after Sean now? Because you
No,
come after me.
hold
He's
on,
coming after
I
you,
have
got
a
him.
question.
I'll get him after.
I got a question. So, anyways, with that, dude, you do have a nice, basic, simple sweater on.
Thanks, dog.
It's just white. It's all white. There's no other colors.
No, I
And
haven't.
it's
I haven't
flashy.
trashed anything yet. Unfortunately,
It's flashy.
I haven't spilled anything on it yet.
Yeah.
No cranberry
Oh,
sauce.
that's hard. That's hard. That's hard to do.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
I wear white one time and it's
I
over.
like your sweater. You know.
Yeah, because you
Very
like
sharp.
anytime you eat something, you spill it on yourself. Cause like, guys, I got an idea of crashing out. Oh my god, I
Crash it
got it
out.
again. I'm crashing out. Crashing out. I took a bite. Oh my god, I haven't ate in 2 days.
First of all, I always spill.
There we go. Full
Oh
circle.
wait. Oh, never mind. That's just the Vikings.
Vikings.
Oh.
Too bad they're not playing.
I was
on
gonna say,
Thanksgiving.
they're not playing Thanksgiving.
this year.
Who
on
is playing Thanksgiving?
It's always the
So-
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys.
I don't know who they're playing,
every
though.
year. Green Bay plays like every year. The Lions
Yeah.
play like every year. They're all playing. They're all playing per usual.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Lions there actually.
Oh, Chicago. Chicago's playing too.
Okay. Well, I guess
Every-
let me look it up real quick.
Everyone
Yeah,
in
sure.
everyone in our little division. except
Yeah,
for,
Cowboys
like,
are doing
the
terrible
Vikings.
this year. Detroit Lions, man,
Oh.
we almost beat them by 1. And people say Lions are the greatest. They're like literally, we're one way a win from
Oh,
them, and they're
yeah.
not putting us on that level.
Lions. Are
Tigers and
looking
Bears.
good. Lions are looking good. And Dallas Cowboys. So
So
they're
Lions
terrible.
face the Chicago Bears. Dallas
Okay.
Cowboys
Hey,
faces
that's
New
gonna be a
York
good game
Giants.
then.
And Green Bay Packers face Miami
Yeah,
Dolphins.
Nice.
yeah. I probably give Detroit will beat Chicago. Giants
I'm
will
excited
beat
to watch that
Cowboys.
game.
Green Bay should beat Dolphins, but it'll be some good matchups.
The Lions versus the Bears.
There's
gonna
pretty
be
good
honest.
matchups.
I don't know, damn thing.
We did get you to do a skull chant like last
I
episode.
know,
so
man.
Credit's due.
Now I owe my soul to the devil.
Dang.
Hey,
Hey, but speaking of Thanksgiving, there's going to be people waiting outside, not asking for money, but waiting to get into stores for Black Friday.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah,
you don't think so?
Not anymore.
not as
Mm-mm.
much. Not as bad as it used
Every
to.
retailer has doorbusters. That's why people go out.
They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
And
it's not online.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's so less
torture,
common
right?
though. I
Or
feel like
no?
I feel like it's less common today. Like in 2000, we'll say 5, or definitely before that too. But even like 2008, it was still prevalent where they had doorbusters. You get there early, but now everything's online and they're going a week
Yeah.
early. No one,
Yeah.
rarely are they like be
You-
here between 2 and 4 at this time of Black
Yep.
Friday.
Yep.
And I do like, by the way, that a lot of stores are finally closing again on Thanksgiving. That's
That's
nice.
great.
God.
Yeah,
That's
I do.
about
And they
time.
open at
God.
6 a.m. on that Friday.
That's nice.
I'll say people are. I think you're right in a sense, but I say only because people are more aware that most of the sales are going on through the whole month, and it's only the reason to sit in front of a store for 6 hours is to be sure you're the first 10 for the doorbusters. There's really no point unless you're there for doorbusters. I feel like 5 years ago, 8 years ago, people would be like, "There's going to be a magical sale," and it's like, no, it's just the doorbuster you want to make it to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can
Yeah.
get this thing online or you can get
Yeah.
it there. I feel like,
Yeah.
okay, now that we all have phones, it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel like you don't see as many stampedes as you used to
No.
like 10 years ago.
They're still out
Bro,
there for
was
sure, but not as
Dude,
many.
there was
Not as
people
many.
that died back in the day of Black Fridays. Dude, I remember
Yeah.
that. People got
Oh, yeah.
trampled. to
I think
death.
they give tickets out
Oh.
now to the first 10 in line. 'cause
Yeah, it's
that's
the
which
weakest
is correct.
system. No, dude, I want old school
Yeah.
gladiator,
Rumble.
dude.
You
The
gotta
gladiator.
rumble.
The guy that's like 40th in line. There's 39. The guy in 40th is like, there's still a chance, guys.
You hear it's just like that movie Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, my
It's like,
God.
she's got 2, and then someone goes attacks the hell out of him and then tries
Oh
to
my
like
God.
take all whatever the
Take
gift
the
it was.
toy.
It was a Turbo Man, and someone tries to
Yeah.
attack
Oh,
the
yeah,
Turbo
yeah,
Man
yeah,
from like,
yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, like that's the old school. We need that brutality.
Yes.
That's really
Yes.
the strength.
Yeah.
Well, Gladiator 2 is out, so bring it back. Let's go. I'm all pumped up.
I would always work Black Friday, so it's like I always thought it was it's crazy how
Oh my
many
God.
people come in.
Oh
it's
my gosh.
exciting in some cases.
It
you know,
is.
if you like that, but it's like, geez, go home to your family.
For speaking of people, like what retail job did you have when you specifically
I
when you
sold
working?
phones, I sold TVs,
Okay.
like anything in the retail jewelry store, like
The
just
jewelry
like
store
the
is
mall or
something
the
else,
retail
man.
environment. It's just,
Yeah.
like it is like, and when you work there, you can come like 10 minutes before the opening, and you just see the whole line. You're like, oh, I get to go in.
And you're,
And then-
you're just, I don't know. I also looked at that sometimes like today's gonna suck.
It does go
'Cause
by so fast, though.
It
It's
does,
yeah.
but like, okay, I worked at Hollister for a while.
Yeah.
And I remember one time working at Black Friday, and man, it was just constantly trying to run stuff back
Yeah,
out.
I
over
bet
and
they're probably
over.
like,
It
you have the
was
shirt in blue.
awful.
Do you have a shirt be like, dude, I don't know right now. The
And it
count's
was
going
just a
50 plus.
stupid mall. Like, it was just
Yeah.
Is that what you
Gosh.
wore? Some super tight Hollister shirts?
yeah, dog.
Oh my God.
Who didn't in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even you did. Why are you even calling them out?
Yeah.
That was you. You like brought that trend on.
Oh,
Oh.
that's what you get.
That's what you get, man.
Fucking calling the kettle black, you piece of shit.
But yeah, I say the best thing about
Yeah.
Black Friday is that they finally changed it back to actual Friday and not Black Thursday. Which
Finally,
is,
they got rid
so
of that.
cool, man.
Seriously.
Going on the right path.
Going down the right path. Yep.
So I got a very another controversial question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about Thanksgiving and Black Friday. You know, technically Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, the very last Friday of the month.
Yeah.
technically, yeah.
And so people have a lot of these talks about when do they listen to Christmas music and when do you put up a Christmas tree. People always say the day after Thanksgiving. Some people say screw it, put it up in October after
Yeah,
Halloween.
yes.
Someone say
Oh,
when December
especially-
1st hits.
I love how someone could put it up in October after Halloween. That's impressive.
November 1st. Sorry. Dang it. I got Sean's rubbing off on me. Dang it. November 1st. First week of Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving, or first day in December.
All right. Sean, go ahead. Take it.
It'd probably be okay to do after Thanksgiving because you got
Well, it
days
doesn't
off
work
too.
for him. He needs to have a home.
Oh, no. Man.
Oh.
Just
Damn.
kidding. Go get him.
So, I would say the day after Thanksgiving.
Apartments, fine, Sean. We got apartments. It's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, we ain't got homes, bro.
It's a home.
We got apartments,
It's a
okay?
home, it's a home.
You got a house, you got a home.
It's a home.
Our apartments are home, right, bro?
All
You call it
apartments
home.
are home.
That's right.
Anywhere you guys go, it's home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maddie?
Oh, for me, I didn't do it immediately. Mine's already up. But I didn't do it immediately after Halloween. I did wait a couple weeks, so I waited like I just did it maybe about 3-4 days ago. So
Cool.
about what was that about the 15th,
Week
16th,
before
15th, 16th,
Thanksgiving, yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
I don't
nice.
mind. A couple days, just to give it a little holiday cheer. Turn it off, maybe or turn on the lights for Thanksgiving.
Turn on the light.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just bring it up,
Bring it
man.
up,
Bring the
bring the
holiday.
spirits. Holiday, we're here.
And then just leave it going. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
yeah.
that's a good idea.
Just combine it.
Put on
Thanksgiving
the
is
lights for
fine.
Thanksgiving.
It's just
Get it
it
right.
brings
Yeah,
people
bring it here.
around, man.
I like
It brings
it.
people around.
Matt's like that retail
I like
store.
that.
Thanksgiving,
That's nice.
put Christmas up now. put the Santa Sleigh song on. They need to hear this
They
stuff.
do need to hear it.
I'm gonna fall in the suit right in Sean. I would love to be like, I do love the Christmas. I love the vibe. I love this everything about it. But I gotta wait till Thanksgiving's over to put it up.
That's fair. Many people
But
do.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's
it's a
nothing.
personal preference.
Yeah, yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I like it up a little early. Someone has to put it up a little later. Who cares?
Yeah.
If you celebrate it, if you
have
don't,
a solid,
cool.
you have a solid excuse though. I can't lie. I never heard it argued like that.
What's that?
Not-
Just to bring
not
a little bit more cheer?
Like you could have it on at Thanksgiving dinner.
It's fine. Just bring a little bit more light. Brings a little more cheer. Makes, I
I'd
mean,
be like the only
Christmas
time to
trees
ever
make
look
people
at it.
calm and happy. It's
It
no
does,
big deal.
yeah.
That's a great time.
I
Well,
thought
now
that
my
was
second
illegal.
question, Matt. I know that you listen to Christmas music in July. Michael Bublé. But,
Michael
you know,
Bublé.
Good memory. Damn.
I know, I got you.
Steel trap.
Michael Bublé.
But Sean, when you already started listening to Christmas music.
Yeah.
You
He's
said he listened to
I'm already
car.
sick
But
of
you
it.
didn't do it by choice. He was
I'm
at the
already
store
sick of it.
crashing out.
No, remember he got the Will Smith edition or whatever.
Yeah.
He said in the car he's driving.
Wait.
That's right. Eye of the Tiger Christmas edition.
That's so funny. Yeah, I fall in line with same with Christmas. When I put the Christmas tree, that's when Christmas music
That's when it
comes
starts
on.
for you. That's fair.
I
It's a
can't.
reasonable time.
Did you put Christmas music as you're putting on the Christmas
You
tree?
have to.
Thank you.
You have to.
There you go.
I actually had Home
Dude,
Alone
it feels
on.
so good. Like
I
you
had
got-
Home Alone, yeah.
you gotta
You had Christmas music on. Home Alone's in the background. Send over Christmas.
There's
Dude,
nothing
that's a
wrong with
vibe.
that.
On-
That's
There's
a
nothing
vibe.
wrong with
Halloween.
that.
Yeah.
No,
That's
the Christmas
wild.
music was really light. I was with the Christmas
That's
music
all.
while I was getting everything like set up.
Yeah.
And then I turned the music off. Then while I'm setting the tree up, then it was like then it was Home Alone time.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So like as I'm bringing boxes up, it was just like Christmas music because I was just going in and out, so I didn't
Yeah.
care. And then when the movie was on, or sorry, when I was setting
Yeah,
stuff up,
yeah.
then it's like get serious, focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It's here.
is my
It's
home
here.
now. I have to defend it from
I guess that movie's kind of in between.
It's a-
Halloween
you
to
can't go wrong
Christmas
with it. You
music
can't go wrong
movie
with it.
because you get the Halloween scary aspect, but those evil guys trying to get little Macaulay.
The Wet Bandits?
The
They're
Wet
evil guys?
Bandits. It's really scary.
Those
It's like a Halloween
he said
movie.
little first, though. He said little evil.
It's a Halloween movie. Dude, those guys are scary.
Kidnappers are scary.
The Wet
Yeah,
Bandits.
True. And they would flood people's houses, dicks.
I
Yeah,
know,
what
like
the
that's
heck?
what they do. Like
What the heck?
Like you're gonna steal.
Isn't that
Next thing you
cool?
know, they got a plumbing bill. Like, damn.
Seriously,
Dang,
man. Little,
yeah.
hey, I know I cut you. Here's a little salt for your injury.
Yeah, the blues even.
They're like, yeah, they're from the Midwest. They don't believe in flood insurance.
What's up? Oh,
you got
yeah,
me.
what's up with
Yeah,
that?
me.
and it's even sadder than when you think like all their prized possessions were in the basement.
You put a lot of
Dude,
stuff down
all
there.
their memories.
Definitely memories.
Yeah,
Those
so
are,
bro,
yeah.
that's more dark food than you ever knew.
Dang.
Yeah.
They ruined so many
Yeah.
lives.
And that's where my birth certificate got ruined because I'm trying to get a license
from the Wet Bandits.
They're like, hey, can you have to give us your birth certificate if you want this job? Sean's like, well, the Wet Bandits, you know,
You're never gonna believe this.
You're never gonna believe. You know the movie Home Alone? You know,
It's not even.
sir, I think you're crazy. I love it.
I'm telling the truth. Oh man.
I swear, just like the turkeys make them late for work. You know?
Oh, they do. They will though. They get in the
will.
way. They're slow. They're very slow.
I think there's nothing else more fulfilling than having a tree and there's Christmas presents underneath. Like, that's really cool for your family. I don't know. I've always liked that. Like, okay, we have something to give to people we love.
I love that, and I
Yeah.
will add to those who don't have anything. That's not a big deal. You know, like
Yeah.
who say like it sucks if you live on your own, you got the family, like, and you don't celebrate Christmas as much. Not to bring it down, but man, I hope they find something joyful in the season. Or in just in
Buy
general,
something
like,
for yourself,
You know,
man.
I hope
Yeah.
if they can, I hope they can treat
Or
themselves.
your
like that.
dinner, or your
Fuck
Do
yeah.
something,
animals.
if you can do something nice for somebody, spread
Yeah.
that cheer, because you may be down, but maybe you do something so for someone else is down, and that lifts them up, which will internally lift you up, hopefully.
Yeah.
And that's great. And I hope, you know, and if someone can't provide presents for themselves or someone else, that they can have a really cool Christmas regardless.
You can cook a
Just-
meal. I mean, just having
be-
something.
Just trying to be
Dang, Matt just
joyful. I'm crashing down, but sorry, buddy.
Yeah,
No,
no,
you're
that's
good.
real.
No, I get it. I'm in
I'm
the
just
same
saying.
boat. I thought it was a good feeling.
It's a
I
great
think it is a
feeling.
good feeling.
It's a
but
great feeling.
If anybody's down and out, come watch our show. We'll bring you back up.
There you go.
We're here for you. You're one of us.
True story.
Yeah, man.
Some Christmases have been tough, eh?
Yeah,
Hey,
no,
we've all
especially
been
this
there.
last
All the
this
snow
year.
and can't hardly get around.
That's right. We've all been there.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Have to get last minute Christmas
groceries are
presents
high
on-
at all-time
like
high
Christmas
right
Eve.
now. Like,
Mhm.
People up there dying in the stores. Yeah.
Whoa.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
it's tough, like the heat going out. Like I've seen, like help somebody in need. Please do. This is the time to give and be grateful and show blessings. Do something for someone that's in need.
So cool.
As small as opening a door, as small as like you see somebody like, oh, I don't have $2 more to pay for this meal. Do something that no one's asking you for. Just do a good deed without no one knowing. And don't
Tis-
brag about it on social media.
That's the
Tis
big
the
thing.
season.
That's the greatest thing.
Tis the season.
Yeah. And it makes
good
you
time.
feel so good.
It does. It really should.
That
I'm
makes
saying-
you feel better than
saying
what I
if-
just said.
I'm saying
Yeah.
if you do something good for someone else internally, that should make you feel better as well. I mean, helping someone else who's down, it's a great feeling.
Yeah,
It's
I totally
awesome.
agree. Oh, man. We're
Oh
here
my
at
God.
Thanksgiving spreading good cheer, dude.
Indeed.
Hey, can I tell a quick story on the topic? Dude, I was driving with this girl and like she had asked me like why I've helped people
She asked
on the
you?
side of the road
With an
before.
axe?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, just in case if I'm ever in this situation, hopefully someone will help me. So, anyways, all of a sudden, like literally, like 20 minutes later, we see a guy on the side of the road. She's like, Shannon, can we help him? And I was like, oh yeah, we can. So he just had his
You sound excited.
he just needed a jump.
Yeah.
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 Yes, but we should probably just let this guy be on his own. He looks okay, right?
No, he just had to get a jump, whatever.
Okay.
So I did, well,
Oh,
pull,
okay.
Nice.
pull,
He's
pull
gonna come.
over, whatever. He didn't speak Spanish, but I
Did he
knew what he
speak
needed.
Did he speak English?
Did he speak English?
Yeah. Thank you so much if we have like a narrator
Hey,
because
hey,
everyone
He
would
didn't
be
speak
lost.
Japanese, but he spoke
Hey,
English, so
nah.
we're cool. Like, okay.
No. I spoke English and he spoke Spanish. But so
This must be
anyways,
another podcast.
anyways,
Hispanic, Español.
So anyways, we jumped in, it worked, and we were like celebrating, and she's like, he speaks Spanish. How'd you guys know what you were saying? I'm like, we both were just happy you guys started. We were just on the same page, you know.
When Sean
But
did, he put his
anyways-
hand on and he said, I appreciate you. I love you. You're a great creature. And he's like, I get it.
And he understood it. Yes.
He understood
yes.
it.
So,
all
anyways,
makes
we
sense.
get back in my truck, and then she was like, wow, I feel really good. I'm like, see, it's a good feeling to help people. I'm like, how am I explaining this to a 20-some-year-old person? But yes, helping someone makes you feel good.
It should.
Absolutely.
It should.
Yeah. She was flabbergasted
Flabbergasted, this poor girl.
because it didn't know how good it feels.
Well, hopefully she learned something and she
Yeah.
pays it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, great movie.
Yeah, it is.
Great
wow.
movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a great movie.
Pay your debts too.
Save your debts.
Or, and that's my new thing, my new hustle, I'm an enforcer.
An enforcer.
Yep.
Dude, all right. I want to take it to a little semi-serious note, if I may. Probably a little bit more serious, but not too hard. So I was watching Rogan a couple days ago. Actually, no, maybe just today. Today, sorry. And he had Jimmy Corsetti. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but
His
he's
face
I don't
doesn't
know
come in
him.
my head.
I don't. The baby I do if you explain.
okay.
It.
He's just like he's got his own YouTube channel, but he does like deep dives of like archaeological sites.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And they specifically were talking about, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, but I'll be pretty close. Gobekli Tepe. I can never pronounce it wrong. I apologize. If you guys are familiar, like how close have you Gobekli Tepe? Does that ring a bell?
Maybe give us some more details about it, but sure.
So it's a archaeological site, or excuse me, it is an archaeological site, but it's a monolithic site from roughly 12,000 years ago.
Wow.
It's discovered in Turkey, and they were saying on Rogan, the man Corsetti, he was telling Rogan that in 2017 there was only 5% at the time that this site had been excavated. So,
wow.
so 2017, 5%. What do you think it would be in 2024?
7%.
Okay.
You mean like people that would go visit it?
No, excavate to make
Okay.
it like to find out more about it.
Okay.
It was
to grow.
buried. So it was buried. Now we're unburying it, excavating. So
Oh, I think
So is it-
with how social media is now and everybody's diving into something bigger than, you talk about, I think it's up to like 60%.
you
or
would
more.
think so. I mean, again, from 2017, 5%. Now we're 2024. So you say 5% to 7%. You said 5% to
going
roughly
60.
50 to 60.
Yeah.
It's still at 5%.
What the heck?
Right, really
That's so
strange, and
crazy.
they're talking about it as well. And I find it strange. Is like, why would this super like ancient site not want to be more explored? And they're given, whoever in charge is given the excuse of we don't have the technology yet to we want to like save the site for future preservation or for future humans so they can look it up because we don't have the technology to dig up dirt apparently like we have done in the past for however
Yeah.
many years, forever, because something's been buried we just dig it up like normal.
Interesting.
Right, really strange. But why I bring that up is so he makes a connection to Gobekli Tepe to the to Noah and the Ark.
Mm.
That this might have some strange conspiracy that the Ark is somewhat connected to Turkey, where it landed on the Mount Ararat, if I'm not mistaken. Very
Yeah?
similar to that map. That I might be
Is that
pronouncing as well.
mountain in Turkey?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, gotcha.
So why I'm bringing that up again is so there's always a flood story that we get.
Yes.
Yeah.
We get
Yeah.
the flood story from the Bible.
Yeah.
But also we get that from older cultures.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
the main thing that flood culture or the flood story comes from is the cuneiform tablets from the Sumerian culture roughly 6,000 years ago. And again, this is the weird thing that they were talking about the Ark and some other stuff, but again, we've talked about the cuneiform tablets where they come up and they bring up Gilgamesh story. We have many of these things that we learned today from these cuneiform tablets, like laws and agriculture and so forth. But specifically, I find it so fascinating with these cuneiform tablets that there is 500,000 to 2 million discovered. Okay?
Wow, that's a lot.
That's what we have right now.
What?
So we have.
And are we able to read them all?
That's where I'm getting to. So we have
Okay.
500 to 200,000, 500,000 to 2 million roughly in our possession, whoever's possession, in someone's possession
Yeah,
for the matter,
yeah.
okay? But the percentage that has been deciphered is roughly 30,000 best estimate to 100, or low to 100,000.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
a lot of missing.
There's a lot of missing text.
Information.
And I find it so fascinating. Here's where I get conspiratorial, is I find it so weird and fascinating that all these cuneiform tablets out there, and the very ones that we've been able to decipher, happens to have the story of creation in there. And then the flooding. We get these epic poems, epic stories of Gilgamesh and the type, and all these other things. And it's very interesting. What else is missing? And again, is it a weird thing to say? Is it convenient that these stories came out? Like, why is it that these stories came out and not the other ones?
Yeah.
Like, is there a design behind that? Do we know more that is deciphered, but they're only letting a certain information is whoever they is? Like, is this something
Yeah.
weird? This is so strange to think
Right.
about. I don't know.
Yeah, and I
Right,
think like
right, yeah.
you could read a
Yeah.
lot more with AI because before they used to have to get an expert that could specialize in these type of symbols or whatever how it reads. But now AI could just do it in a second and look at everything across whatever else is on to try to decipher it. So have we tried that? Is my second
We
question.
have AI has
I was gonna
people
mention.
people behind AI
And
has
then is it
fortunately
accurate? 'Cause-
yeah, it's fortunately is very accurate.
So then why can't we get more?
Well, they're
now?
working on it, of course,
Okay,
and there's
yeah.
so many of this still that's just one section is the cuneiform tablets, and then I want to stay on that real quick, but just to throw in a side note, we have this there's a Tibetan monastery that has thousands of scrolls,
Yeah.
and again that only has like 3 to 5% that has been deciphered, and
Wow.
again just hundreds
Yeah.
upon thousands of scrolls
Yeah.
that are just sitting there
Yeah.
of information of wealth of
Yeah.
knowledge that we just
It's a
have
lot of
access to,
man-time.
but that's the
That's a lot
problem.
of manpower to
and that's
do.
the problem. Just like the people who are, you said AI, But the people who can decipher these cuneiform tablets, there's less than like 500
Yeah.
around the world.
and you need
Less than
people to
500.
move them around.
Absolutely.
You know
Just
how-
moving that many around, bro.
Well, hey,
That's crazy.
Getting that certain individual to said location, and or you're right, moving that tablet to someone who, if you really want to transfer that tablet,
Yeah,
it's
you don't.
invaluable. I mean, if that breaks, what's more valuable, the tablet or the person who can translate it?
The tablet.
It's like,
right?
I don't know. I mean, it's so you think the tablet for
Yeah.
sure. You of course, otherwise. But if this person is the last one alive, goodbye to the person, and the
Yeah.
tablet's just useless as well. So you come down to you got to. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
I think too,
that's
what
priceless.
also is kind of, that niche is like we're more of a species that want to put it in a museum and look at it and like look at it with a glass, not like actually open it up and see
True.
what it actually is. Instead, it's like, hey, this is this from this year.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, we could dive into it and maybe get somewhere different.
And that happens a lot of times, unfortunately. And,
Yeah,
that- and there's good reasons for it. Preservation.
Yeah, preservation,
You can
yeah.
argue
Yeah.
that's like the number one reason.
Yeah.
But
I
then-
just think it's only so many people that do it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think to that point,
Where's
it's
the
like
money
there's
coming
less than
from?
500
Someone has
people
to
that
pay
would
for
be
this.
able to actually
But-
decode it.
How fascinating is that? Is it weird? Do you guys find it conspiratorial that like the stories that we
And-
have today come from these again, it's only 6,000 years ago.
Yeah.
The written, by the way, if I may, real quick. I can look that up in a second, but if I'm not mistaken, it's anywhere from the Homo sapien, us today, is roughly 200,000 to 300,000 years old that we've discovered the oldest Homo sapien. It might be a little bit more. I'll double check in a second, but just for the sake of argument, let's just say it's that 200 to 300,000. That's a long time.
That's
And-
a long time.
And then we're saying our oldest structure right now that we know about, this monolithic structure that we use, is 12,000 years ago. There's a large gap for us and a very intelligent species that you're saying from 300 or 200,000 that we didn't learn how to agriculture or stick in a place.
No, we did. There's-
until
There's
12,000
signs
BC.
of it
No,
in the
that's
world.
no
In the-
that-
around the world, like the Amazon
no, that's
forest.
what it is right now. That's
Okay.
it's 12,000 BC. I promise. That's when I recorded. That's when we started going. And then we had the Sumerians who allegedly became the first agriculture. So that's but
Oh, I thought
it
you
had
said
to be
we
before
haven't
it.
we haven't learned agriculture until like not that far long ago, not like 12,000 years ago. I was
No.
gonna say we learned it a long time ago.
No, we haven't actually.
There's like
That-
studies
that
that say
makes
how
sense.
the Amazon rainforest was built, that the way that the river flows and how it grows, there would be a lot of life there back
Absolutely.
before. But it's like we can't prove that.
Yeah.
Oh, we
but-
certainly can.
but you're
there's-
talking about
there's-
6,000
no,
BC.
there's plenty of cities
Okay.
out in the Amazon, but there are plenty of cities in the Amazon right now, but they have been taken over by the forest that was
Yeah.
essentially the Amazon. If you know, was essentially man-made for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really fascinating. But that they're humans, we past humans planted a lot of those trees that you find, and they just you can see the groves, and somehow obviously everything's just expanded out there because
Yeah.
there's no one anymore to take care of it. Nature will take over.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened down there too.
Yeah.
It's fascinating though.
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
crazy.
fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wish you could just know, and you think like it wouldn't be hurtful to know the truth about everything and where you come from, but like you said, like how you look back at 500 years from us now, we were literally stabbing each other and building castle walls, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
And
we're
it's
still
like-
stabbing each
And
other
you,
now.
you think like, what
500
are we
years
going to
later.
be 200,000 years ago? Obviously, something happened. Like we obviously evolved, but not. I don't think we evolved that slowly. You
We're
know what I
out
mean?
here stabbing each other.
No, it's very fascinating. Again,
200,000 years
Yeah,
ago.
but yeah,
Even
no.
recognizing that temple, and then if you want to go fast forward a little bit, fine, go a little fast forward, and then there's a section in our culture that there's all these patterns between different cultures that are so relatable,
It's
which
crazy,
shouldn't
yeah.
make any sense because they were so far away allegedly. They
Yeah.
had no connection, but
Yeah.
somehow that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Where you
Like
have
the
a
drawings on the
you have a
cave,
depiction or
oh,
a drawing
yeah.
on one cave, and it's very
Yeah.
similar to another one, but just maybe a little bit reversed, but it's almost identical. You're
I
like,
know.
what's
Yeah.
going on?
Well,
it's,
man,
it's
imagine the
opposite
Great
cultures
Flood.
across way across the globe. Like there'd be no way for them to have the same.
No, and we have all
obviously-
we have all these pyramids in the Amazon, and we had pyramids all across the other continents around the world.
and now they're finding even more
But
pyramids.
they're finding there because we're able to utilize lidar, so
Yeah.
we can penetrate the ground without having to dig things up and
Correct.
break things, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Which is crazy,
because
yeah.
it floats back to there's a time in I don't know if you're ever familiar with the novel World War Z. Is it Daisy? Oh no, it's The Lost City of Z. Excuse me, The Lost
Okay.
City of Z. It takes place in the Amazon. There's a we'll say 1600s, 1700s. I don't remember. 1800s. Sorry for that. But there is a time when some explorers from England or whatever, what have you. I think it's England. Came over and they explored the Amazon. And they come back and they're telling this place is crazy. There's vast cities, mountains of gold, people across.
Yep.
You can't
like
not walk without seeing someone. And then 100 years later, when new people came to explore, Amazon was just taken over because all those people died from diseases essentially.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's
Yeah.
what, and the Amazon is just, I mean, in 100 years or so, took over.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where we're at. It's
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
and that's just one of those things that makes you wonder, like, what else is out there too.
I wonder if the Great Flood kind of pushed people around all over.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
did.
that's what's crazy to talk about in Congress, like hotspots for EU zones, they call them now, instead of UFOs or something like that. UAEs or something.
Yeah.
And then they're every
Is it,
all the-
is it UAP?
UAB. Yeah.
UAP.
There you go. Yep.
UAP.
UAB.
P.
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 Yeah. Yep.
What-
And it's
what's
like,
his
okay,
name?
now we're finally talking about that
Unidentified, something phenomenon.
phenomenon. Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't dictate if it's extraterrestrial. So you say that.
Yeah, I said that.
Now people are coming
Yeah.
out and saying like that are from the military, and I'm like, thank God. You know, I just love to have. What's a smart word for truth?
Get abducted.
Truth is fine.
Truth, yeah.
Validation. Just want to be validated. We want to see
Yeah.
what's happening. The truth is perfect though.
Yeah.
But did you see the article that just came out? Maybe well, it was a couple articles, but came out maybe, like I said, I just saw it on Saturday. I think that in 2023 of February, there was a shooting down of a UAP over
What? What?
in Canada and or United States. I think it was like Lake Michigan or
Hold up.
Lake Ontario. Here, I'll pull it up. Bro.
There's a shooting.
Yeah, we
What?
we shot something down from us. Look, I'll show you. Check this out.
No way.
Yeah.
So we still don't know what it is.
No, I don't think so.
So it's not from Russia or China or nothing.
No.
Eh.
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Lake
whoa.
Lake Huron?
Yeah, sorry about that. My mistake. I knew it was one of the Great Lakes. I
Lake-
just couldn't remember
Lake
which one. UFO shot down by U.S. fighter jet found on Lake Huron shoreline.
Wow.
Dude, imagine if you were there.
In recent.
You'd probably get taken away.
Oh.
In 2023, of February 12th.
That's
Wow.
what I'm saying. It just, I mean, they just released this recently because it was
Hold up.
not
it was
public?
shot down in 2023. Oh,
yeah,
you said it wasn't.
Yes.
Okay.
Debris was finally collected, from the shooting. The object
What
has been
the
said to
heck?
octagon shape with strings hanging off. The fighter jet shot the UFO, striking it with one of the missiles before it fell into the Canadian waters.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that
Wow.
fascinating? And this has just come out relatively recent. Like,
Yeah.
it's really weird.
I feel like if social media wasn't so algorithm to like
Crazy.
giving you information that you think you need and actually stuff that you wanted to see, and
Yeah.
it was like less than that, we would probably see more of this stuff.
And that's NBC Montana for the record, and I've seen it on the AP News for the record
Yeah.
too. So I mean, it's legitimate sites and
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
cool.
very
Yeah.
strange. Like, what's going on out there?
It's just hard because you just want to know. You want to know. You always want to know the truth. What's going on? And you don't want to be living.
Damn, and he chugs
this
it
life.
too.
You want to be. Oh, yeah.
He's like, I haven't had this in like 2 weeks. That's not. That's fine, guys. I don't even drink that much anymore.
I
Yeah.
don't drink at all.
Let's go. Let's go. Give me another one.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, but it's fascinating though, isn't it? Don't
It
you-
is.
Yeah. It's a strange world we live in.
Yeah. Man. I'm just shocked that's probably prove the Bible to be true.
That's what I
probably
like
true.
about Joe
Probably
Rogan
did.
because he really brings all walks of life
He does.
on that
Oh my
show, and he
gosh.
just like literally spends 3 hours to just talk to him like a normal, and he calls himself dumb and stupid.
He's so nuts.
and he's
He's
like
so humble.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
humble.
and he
He's
just
humble.
he's like tries to make the person feel comfortable, and he just tries to get in their mind and understand things that somebody is a specialist in this
Yeah.
one category.
Yeah.
Just gives us
True.
all this information, which is great. I
It's
love it.
great.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Bro, do you know where his intro to his show comes from? Have you ever seen that?
I feel like,
when
I
the
know.
show starts.
What do you mean? Like the Joe
Dude,
Rogan podcast thing? Like
It's
his
Nate
talk?
Diaz.
Oh, the
It's
dude who says
Nate
it? The dude who says
Diaz.
it? Okay.
Nate Diaz.
How
What a
long ago
fight.
is that? How old
Bro,
is it?
Joe Rogan's been on forever.
Yeah, I know.
No,
How come I didn't know
it's
that?
been years.
I don't think
I don't know what
think I knew
year.
that. I don't think I knew that.
I know what year the fight was, but
Okay.
or Joe Rogan's podcast started.
Like in Fear
It's
Factor
a long
days,
time ago.
or
Long time
from
ago.
UFC
No,
days.
so was it?
No, it's when he started the podcast.
Oh,
but
so, okay,
it's
let's look
before. Yeah. Or maybe he had just started it. But well, yeah, because Nick Diaz has already been on the show.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
so that's why he says this. But yeah, there's a clip of it.
Okay.
So
Let's see what it is. Oh no. Oh, sorry, boys. Sorry, boys.
Oh, the other tab.
Yeah, yes, sir. And I gotta unmute
Mute
it.
it.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's-
Yes, sir. Hold on. Oh, every time you restart it, it goes
Yeah.
to
You might
mute?
just want to grab the thing.
I
and
think
move it.
so. Okay, that's fantastic. I didn't know this.
What do you
thing
say?
is.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, one more. Oh. Every time.
So what he says? He says, train by day, Joe Rogan by night, every day.
Yeah.
Or what's he say? Or all day, all day.
Gosh, we suck.
It's
Hold
on.
Let's do it.
Yeah, play it. Play that shit.
Dude, they wanted to.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
All day.
Dude, they wanted
All
to.
day.
They told Dana White that they wanted to get rid of Joe Rogan as a like a talk show host, and he said, you can. He said Joe Rogan will never leave,
No, it's definitely not.
and I was just like, that's so cool because they've been like partners from day one.
Right.
Dana White.
Why?
and him.
Why? Who was trying to get rid of Joe Rogan?
Back when they were trying to cancel him.
Yeah. They're
How
like,
did
hey,
they
you got to
cancel
give him
Joe
off
Rogan?
UFC because
Excuse me?
How could you cancel Joe Rogan? He's
Joe
like the
Rogan
biggest
was
podcast in
trying.
the world.
Yeah,
when
they're
he was on
trying.
like Apple or Spotify, he's moved to like YouTube or something.
No, he's still on Spotify. He's just
that what
now.
it is?
He's just now allowed to go back on other platforms.
That's what it was.
They
Yeah,
had,
and
they had an
they,
exclusive deal, but no.
we're
sorry.
trying to cancel him.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Oh, that contract's already up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got $100 million for
I mean,
that.
I think they have a new
I think it was like
contract,
8
but I'm
million,
saying,
dude.
yeah.
I don't know,
$100 million
Oh,
contract.
no,
$100 million.
Sorry, I
No,
think
That's,
it's
that's why I
No.
say how could you cancel Joe
Yeah,
Rogan?
it was
bro?
actually two.
100?
There's a legend.
Yeah.
As again, well, maybe I don't want to say actually, but there's been sites where it's either 100K for sure or 100 mil.
Wow.
Pardon me. But I'm pretty sure it was 2 mil.
They
200
make it
mil.
right back, dude.
Mhm.
They make it right back.
But speaking of him, real quick, and he does have all guests, all walks of life on there. Are you familiar with Brian Cox? Are you guys familiar with Brian Cox?
I don't think so.
No.
The face don't come to me.
Okay. He's a physicist or astrophysicist.
Oh,
he,
yeah,
He
yeah.
works in the Large Hadron Collider in CERN. But he was just on Rogan as well, and that's one of the people I most certainly look up to. I think he's just most like super fascinating, grounded. He actually used to be a rock star back in the day.
Really?
Was he?
Yeah, he's English, back in
really?
his heyday, and then he's got a beautiful mind. I mean, there's no way around it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just he's the most fascinating person to me. You can listen to him talk all the time on just space and nature.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
that's probably why he's artistic.
When
too.
he-
It helps you artistic.
Oh, I swear you said autistic, bro.
Oh yeah,
I thought he said that too. I was like,
That's how he
wow.
was a rock star. That's how he was
Crazy.
a rock star too.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Crazy. Fair. Okay. But no, he is artistic. He is. But it made me think is the last time he was on Rogan was fortunate when he was promoting his tour. He is a very profound scientist,
Yeah.
doctor, professor. And he does tours around the United States or around the world, pardon me. But last time was a couple years ago. And I'm hoping he's going to do it again. And it's something to check out in your local city if you're really interested in astronomy and science.
Yeah.
Dude, he talks about black holes, about the planets and the stars. By the way,
So fascinating.
do you know roughly? I won't go to the number, but I will say, did you know that there are more planets out there than there are grains of sand? Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the
Yeah,
craziest thing?
that's insane.
Just something to refresh your guys'
Like
memory.
literally
like-
go to the beach and look at the sand. You're like, there's more planets out there.
More planets out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the-
crazy.
It's so beyond.
It can't even fathom that.
Crazy.
Can't even
Never
fathom that.
ending.
No, it really isn't.
Never
And the
ending.
thing is, too, is like once you leave like the Earth, time changes.
Yeah.
So it's just like you could literally be in space for or a different planet for 2 minutes, and like 20 years go by. Imagine what happens in that world. It's just insane. The phenomenon, of all these different worlds, and the time for each of those worlds, and the development of each of those worlds, because it time's on a different clock for every single one. It's just what is going to pop out and be like, hey,
True. And speaking of real fast, to bring that back into real, to go back to that, is he speaking about other planets and other other life forms? What do you guys think? So obviously, I just told you that fact, and you were well aware of, but where's the life at? It's so crazy. Like, is it the Fermi paradox? Like, what's happening? Like,
It's in the ocean.
It's so wild. Honestly, yeah, I believe that we have such alien life out in our ocean.
Yeah.
It's the craziest
It's
thing, by the way.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are
It's crazy.
octopuses? Aliens.
Yeah.
no bones.
Dude,
think so.
just
Yeah.
starfish over there. They're aliens to me. I don't know.
It's just crazy what it could be anything, It's you don't know because they're not. That's the word I'm looking for. Transparency.
Okay.
That's what I meant for truth. Like
Oh,
just be
fair, fair.
transparent with
Love
us.
it.
That's what's hard because we'll never know because we're shadowed. by
Yeah.
whoever wants to shadow us.
We got some weird things
Yeah.
going on. There's
Yeah.
some behind the scenes that we just
Yeah.
will never be privy to. It's just
But
what
also
it is.
too, we're not like so unique. If there's so many planets, like what are the odds that like UFO would even travel to us? So
Plenty
Guess
of
what would
odds.
happen?
Plenty of
Like-
odds. We're looking for life out there.
We're trying to
intelligent
colonize
life.
Mars.
Not even just intelligent life. We're looking for life out there. So why wouldn't? Who's to say for the assumption? If we're looking for it and we're just as dumb as we are,
yeah.
why wouldn't they be looking
Because
as well?
I'm just saying, like, what if they're all the way over there? They're still going out like this,
Yeah, it's
and
gonna
they could be
take.
so far from us.
Yeah, and
Well, of course.
the
This
hard
is
thing
just
is
a
like,
game.
what happens if they were to arrive? It was national news. Everybody knew about it. Guess what? We would all come together. There'd be no more diversity.
It changes.
We would be
things.
all together as one because now we don't have to be like, well,
No.
we're all human.
No,
Those
now,
damn
now we have a
aliens
common
taking
enemy.
the
now we have
jobs.
that enemy.
We
yeah.
have an enemy, as humans do. We can hardly survive with ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if we have an outside threat,
Oh my god.
Yeah, we are together.
We're not going to be very friendly. Like
No.
we're humans are terrible people. We're
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
We're terrible.
If we get scared, if we have the power and you
Overall,
get scared,
people
yeah.
are really great. I think that, but there's too many outliers.
And they're like,
it's
we
too many
come
bad
in
apples that
peace.
get up there.
We come in peace, and America's like,
pretty much.
There's always that one guy that's like, hey, I understand it's going peace, and then there's the power guy that's like, we're not
You
risking
can't
it.
trust it.
Nuke 'em.
You can't
Nuke-
trust
like,
it.
come, you can't trust them. Yeah,
Mhm.
like come on, bro. Like, but that's what's hard too. Is like, you also don't know if they come as a threat either. But if they're
Yeah.
here and they made it, it's probably
Hey.
we're probably
Dude.
at the.
"Hey, the U.S. took it. The U.S. took it down before it even landed."
Honestly, it reminds me of one of the greatest films. I truly do. I will say it's one of the greatest films. I don't know where it's at in my
Well,
top. It's not my top 10, but definitely greatest films in history. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Are you familiar with that at all?
I do. I just trying to think of is that where I know what
yeah,
happens.
hit me.
It's
What do you if you recall anything? Just
It's
so I can
literally
know where I
like the
stand.
wind stops, maybe.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay,
Like
you might-
everyone's like it's collapsing. Like I don't know. Go
Okay,
ahead.
fair.
It's basically we're dying. We're gonna like the world is not spinning no more, and all this catastrophe happens.
You might be thinking of the core, but or maybe
Core?
something else.
That's a silly
I'm
movie.
saying the Earth stops. I'm
Where they
saying the
dive
core.
into
We'll
the
say yeah.
core.
Well, the Earth is going to stop spinning. So
Okay.
So maybe that was
Maybe
it.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. But the Day the Earth Stood Still happens in the 50s. It's a movie in the 50s. It's sci-fi.
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course. Now that I tell you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
No,
Well,
no,
let him
it's
talk about it then if he
Indeed,
knows.
indeed.
Yeah, let's see it, bro.
Indeed.
Showcase what it is.
Indeed.
They had
Um,
me go out here on a limb.
I want to
Sean,
say, yeah, what do you got now?
is
Since
the
No,
movie?
I
now that
thought
we
it was
know,
totally
now that
wrong.
he says
When
okay,
he said that, I
says
thought it was totally
okay.
wrong.
Okay,
I was
okay,
gonna ask
okay.
you that, but then he
Oh,
started going
I
on
mean,
that.
you said
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Oh,
knows.
that's the movie I'm
Give me
thinking
the
of.
movie. What do you
Yeah.
got? Give me the movie.
Yeah, it's from the 50s.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I just said that.
That's how it's gonna I know the movie. I can't tell you what it's about.
Oh, but he knows it. Indeed.
From the 50s.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh, I
Why wouldn't
apologize
I?
to do that to you.
It's a famous
Sean, thank
movie.
you for showing Josh for having the balls to go out on a limb.
It's a famous movie.
Try it.
Famous.
It is a famous movie. Like I
Yeah,
said, it's
no,
probably in the top
exactly.
100. Regardless,
Yeah.
look at.
Yeah.
So it's a Day the Earth stood still. Excuse me. These aliens come down. I think they land in Washington D.C. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure, but don't hold me to that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think so.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yes, Josh, I knew you were right on with me.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't the wind. It was aliens.
Damn it. I hate you both. Anyway. so
They came into Washington.
They
DC.
land in D.C. and they come out after, and there's and the army is surrounding them already. Movie magic, whatever. We already know they're coming down. We have time to surround them. Okay. Or they're sitting at the park for whatever reason, and then all the United States Army has time to surround them. Regardless, I don't remember. I'm just saying, we have the troops around them
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
They finally leave the spacecraft. They're coming out, and there's an actual alien, as far as we know, who looks just like us. He comes out first, but I think if I can remember correctly, he has like a giant helmet on. Okay, just like whatever. He looks like a spaceman, but he's got a
Yeah.
helmet on, so you can't really tell he's human. And then after that comes the giant robot, and I wish I could remember his name for the life of me, and I just can't, so I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
And he's not giant, but it's a robot, okay? And you can tell back then. At the end of the day, the humanoid person of the alien gets shot, okay? Because out of fear. Just like he was standing there, like I got something for you guys, and he gets shot. Humans go wild, like okay, and then they end up treating him. The object that he had in his hand after he gets shot, and I think it ends up breaking. Okay, he has to go to the hospital, human hospital. He gets healed, and then as he's trying to tell people, like after the fact, he wakes up and like, hey, you guys shot at me and broke this thing. Like, I might have screwed that up, but regardless, at the end of the day, someone screwed up, and he had like the formula to longevity to eternal life.
Wow.
But because we're afraid and someone screwed up, like it's screwed up our whole path. It's just like fear can cause so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's evil.
Man, aliens.
Jeez.
I don't know if I don't know. It just reminded me of that. The day that
Thank God
it's
I
a-
do it, Chad.
It's a great movie. Like I said, it came out in the 50s. They did a remake with Keanu Reeves and Jennifer Connelly. I can remember those two. But if you
Yeah.
ever have time to check out the black and white version, fantastic movie. I promise. It's one of the greats.
That's how I know about
It's
it.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you do.
I do know about
Yeah, I know
it.
it.
It's
I
literally
see
on the
that.
top
Oh, bro.
100 list, bro. I just watched
I don't. I
watched it
said
the
my
other day.
top 100. I don't know if it's top 100. I think it is, but
It probably is, yeah.
I should be.
I think it is.
It's probably.
But,
if you have time to ever check it out,
just
it's
thank God
great.
the guy shot because eternal life. Oh, man.
I don't know. Yeah, see, I was
That's
questioning.
what's hard.
I was questioning about that too. Would you
Yeah.
want to live forever?
No.
Because what if you have the option to live forever, but all the people
No.
around you couldn't live it forever?
back hurts so
Would you want
bad.
to? Would you want to do it?
No.
I don't. It would be tough because I feel like the people that have eternal life that are in power would stay in power forever, and that would dictate the way humans live. And the power of us
Sure.
humans is we perish away. So we decide try not to take for granted the days that we have and be good to people because we're gonna die one day, you know. And we perish away. So it's
Well-
like people care so much about legacy, but when it gets past the grandkids and grandkids, no one's really gonna remember you.
No one's gonna remember.
You know,
you.
you're really
Damn.
gonna get washed out. So it's like,
Unless you're an Achilles figure, sorry, but
Yeah, yeah, I'm just saying,
I
so
mean, you
it's
gotta be a
just
standout figure.
you know, if everyone lives forever, it's just like we're gonna just be slaves to the system.
So
forever.
true,
Yeah.
so true.
So,
That sucks. It's
and
this
it would
hard
be
truth,
good if
right?
we could all live together in harmony. But you know, just like you said, fear, greed, all those, we're so free will. We have all these feelings. Those feelings come with good.
Yeah.
Bad comes with good. Why is good? Because you see bad days. Why good days? Because you get to see how bad days can get. You know.
True.
You know, it's just like balance in life.
You mean unfortunately you need both.
Yeah.
That's how you can distinguish
can
between.
yeah,
you can
right.
distinguish between the two.
Yeah.
If every day's a good day, how do you know it's
You
bad
just
day?
think it's a normal day. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every day can't be excellent because then you would then theoretically they're just not excellent. Then they're just average.
Yeah.
They're normal.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like
That's how it
wow.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So count your blessings.
Unfortunately,
you know?
you have to have bad days so
Yeah.
you know when the good ones are. It just
Yeah.
sucks. It's just part
And
of nature.
I'll tell
part
you
of
this:
yin-
bad
yin
days
yang.
really help build character, depending on how you want to, like approach them or process them or overcome them.
It's true.
You know, they really help build character. I think some of my hardest days have really built me the person I am today.
I would agree with that. Yeah. You really know yourself when you're faced with some of the hardest things, and
And if you can
have to make it-
prevail on
Yeah.
those hardest days, whatever life's thrown at you, and you can prevail that to be better and take initiative and just triumphant, you'd be surprised what's on the other side of that. But it's going to take you through the battle
It
first.
takes work.
Yep.
It's not easy.
Yep.
It's not.
Cheers to that, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers to that, baby.
So I was driving to La Crosse, Wisconsin, and when you're going from Minnesota to La Crosse, you cross a bridge, and you actually see these massive cylinders, and there's 6 of them.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so I've seen that because I've driven to La Crosse quite a few times now. So, anyways, what they have on these things, so it's called old style beer,
Okay.
and JD.
Somebody hit him with a...
Get it.
He's crashing out.
Hey, JD Vance, I saw a video where he was actually in La Crosse before the election, campaigning or whatever.
Yeah.
So he had this.
Oh,
He
look at what you got
He had
there.
this in his hand.
Okay.
Because he's right next to where in La Crosse Old Style is
You did
the
say Old Style.
factory.
Nice.
This was also brewed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That
Ooh.
is.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Tell me you know that.
What?
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, it's Algonquin for the. Oh no, the land of the. Oh no, I forgot it. It's the land of the.
Land of the Apes, the movie?
No, Algonquin. I think it's the land of the good people. Oh
Phony.
no, I'm an idiot. I forgot my own quote.
Wow.
Everyone here says it wrong.
You don't even know how to say the word. It's called Milwaukee.
No,
And you're trying
no,
to
I
come up
promise
with
you, you're
some
gonna
word.
wash your mouth. It's Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
And it's Algonquin.
That was
I'm pretty sure it's the
indeed.
land of the good people, but
Probably
I
a
might be
little bit,
mistaken.
bro.
It's from Alice Cooper from Wayne's World.
Wow.
And I'm
Oh my God, he does say something.
I'm crashing out
I
because
don't know
I'm gonna
either.
crash out because I can't remember them on my own. I can't remember the quote.
What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?
What do you
Well,
got?
I'll look it up.
So what? So he's passing
know you
Milwaukee.
do.
He has this in his hand, and he sees 6 big ones, and he's got 6 small ones. Or what are you saying? I'm so confused.
What? No, it's dude. They got the factory down there.
Oh,
It's the
so you
Old
tried
Style
this out? So
factory.
you went in there?
No, I didn't go
Dude.
in there. It's you can see it outside.
This is from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
no,
Damn,
but
Milwaukee.
it's from lacrosse. But it's been brewed in Milwaukee.
Damn.
Dude, actually established in 1902.
1902.
Wow,
really.
this reminds me of myself. Pure genuine.
Ah.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, 4.6. Okay, we'll take
But
it.
also,
Old style classic.
when I was a
lager.
kid, this used to be drank a lot more. I haven't seen it.
When
I
you were a
haven't seen-
kid,
I haven't
they
seen
didn't
it
believe in
since.
21 plus back then, did they?
Oh no, not in lacrosse or Milwaukee.
These are cute little
No, I
drawings.
didn't either.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, it's like really Thanksgiving-ish.
Yeah, they got the bread and the wine. Very Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Well, they're farming.
You guys will get it later.
They're farming, and
Oh,
look,
okay.
there's the dinner. They're eating their
Nice,
Thanksgiving
bro.
feast.
I look it up. Sorry, it means the good land.
Oh, the good
Apologies.
land.
Not good people.
The
The
good
good land.
The
My
good land.
apologies.
Bro,
I was
Alex
wrong
Cooper
quick.
talks about it all the time. You didn't,
Yes.
you didn't know that?
Dude, it's from Wayne's World. I screwed it up. Say it a million times. I just remember Milwaukee. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah.
1902, man. We got some history here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is on one of your tablets, Matt.
What's that?
How to brew beer.
Very possible. It's a classic lager.
The
Old
Let's see.
style.
Cheers, guys.
I
Cheers.
don't.
Okay, yeah.
It tastes just like a regular domestic beer.
Absolutely.
It's like literally the exact
I like how
same.
you sound so sad about it. If you're like, dude, it tastes just like a domestic beer.
No, I've been wanting to try this though.
I thought
I've
you
been
said
wanting
you
to
went
try
there.
it 'cause I just
Oh,
recently.
you drove by it.
I drove
Okay.
by it.
Look, it is a very generic, almost, I won't say average, but it's generic, very similar tasting national brand type beer.
Yeah.
But it does have a hint of a different style.
Does it?
I mean, it does have old style, but it's funny enough. But there's something a little hint like that's making it a little bit better than your national brands. There's
Yeah.
something a little bit better, honestly.
Maybe it's the old world method that they put on this can.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
with that
they
being
still
said-
use,
I think so.
They use very primitive tools.
I'm
And
going to
they-
go 7-1.
They use the choicest hops, by the way, too.
7-1.
I mean, you got monks out here brewing. You can see they're out here with the carts and cows. Got a dude out here on a horse.
Yeah.
You know, it's very old style indeed.
Yes. Yes.
And just that alone, for how old style this old
Yeah.
style is, makes me think this old style deserves 7.7.
Wow.
A little bit higher. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess so. I'd probably go like a 7.5. It's just a hair different, yeah, than the rest of the domestic beers.
Well,
A
I don't
hair
drink
different.
beer with hair in it, but okay.
Just a hair different.
If you like lagers, this is a classic lager,
Yeah,
as it
I
says on
agree
the
with
can.
you.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes. Enjoy
Old
some old
style.
style.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much.
Sean.
Cheers.
Cheers. And beers, boys.
Cheers and beers, baby. Pass me it. Yo! We're here. It's AITA tour.
Finally,
bro.
dude. AITA.
AITA. Thanksgiving edition.
All right. Am I the a-hole for refusing to host Thanksgiving this year?
Let's find out. Last year, I, female 30, and my darling husband, DH.
Which is darling husband.
Oh, nice. Oh, we'll go back further. Thank you very much. M30 hosted my in-laws for Thanksgiving. It was a disaster.
Oh.
I'm a nurse and work nights. I was exhausted. I was late making dinner. My darling husband's grandparents had to get fast food because I took too long to cook. My mother-in-law was supposed to bring 3 sides, but she ended up bringing 1 frozen meatloaf that was about 6 inches too long to feed 9 people.
Wow.
So wait, hold on. Okay, we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
Essentially, she brought nothing to share. They came over, and at the end of the night, they packed up all our food and took it with them. We were under the impression that they were putting the food in our fridge because that's what they said they were doing. We had absolutely no leftovers.
Absolutely not.
They stole all
Okay.
your food. What?
Earlier this year, my husband's grandmother died after a 3-week hospital stay. I did everything I could to be there for my mother-in-law. I brought food, showed up every day to spend time with grandma, drove grandpa back and forth to visit. When she passed, I bought my mother-in-law a dress for the funeral. I checked in on my mother-in-law. Hubby and I drove grandpa to the funeral. Ever since my mother-in-law has been standoffish, I don't know why, I've run myself ragged to take care of her. Her own children don't check in on her as often as I do or did. A week ago, she called me to ask about Thanksgiving dinner, and I told her I wasn't cooking. I was tired. I work a lot, 50 hours a week, and I don't appreciate people taking food they didn't cook out of my kitchen. She immediately started crying and telling me she lost her best friend. It's the first holiday season without her mom. She said she's lonely.
She's sad.
She's sad. She's lonely. I told her, tough luck.
God.
I'm tired of being taken for granted.
Yeah.
She called my dear husband, who said he is staying out of it,
Wow.
but that now might not be the time for me to make a grand statement. AITA.
Oh my juiciness! Like the turkey basket to cook.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
Can we scroll up a little bit, Josh, if you don't
Yeah,
mind?
dude.
Let me touch on this first
This is
paragraph
wild.
right there. Okay.
She ended up bringing one frozen meatloaf that was about 6 inches long to
See,
feed 9 people.
I think she meant short. 'Cause
I hope so,
saying it didn't
right?
need to-
That's exactly what I was.
and
That's why I was
and
like, what
saying-
the heck?
And saying it wasn't enough to feed 9 people.
It was way too long to feed 9 people. I'm sure she meant short. 'Cause
Yeah.
otherwise,
Yeah.
this grandma's a great
Yeah.
person.
Oh, no,
Her mother-in-law. The mother-in-law.
she brought enough to feed another 9
Mother-in-law's
people.
already winning.
Yeah.
Dude,
Right.
and some of the nurses
Right.
nowadays have to come in to work more than 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
And
Right.
they're dealing with patients dying,
Yes.
sick.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man.
Yeah.
The grandma
Yeah.
the grandma working? Doesn't sound like she is. And all she said, she's like, I'll bring 3 sides. This girl brought a 6-inch meatloaf. What is that? Should I pull it out? Just kidding.
Pull it out.
Jeez. But oh my god, dude. And then like what the juiciest part is at the end where she's like, her best friend died, and she goes, tough luck.
Tough luck. Better luck
Fucking
next time.
hardcore.
Find a new best friend.
She died. We all lose best
my
friends.
God.
So, dang.
Oh my gosh.
Like I get it. I mean, they could spend Thanksgiving together, but like maybe figure out dinner. You know, like
That's
she
a
doesn't
lot.
need to be the one cooking. She's the one working all the time. Like
So wild. And
God.
she was out there doing stuff for the husband's grandma, for the hubby and I drove grandpa to the funeral ever since mother-in-law have been standoffish. Like, bro, she's out here doing work.
yeah. Can we appreciate her though that she made sure to call the husband darling husband throughout this whole thing?
Yeah, true.
That's
What
a
a
lot of-
very nice love.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
subconscious thing.
Yeah,
It's
until
Yeah.
big
until
love.
she
Until
writes
the end.
until
Till the
she
end.
writes up another one of these, and it's like. My dickhead husband, because he will not stand up for me in front of his mother.
Probably, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
that
at some
happens.
point he should literally try to butt in and be like, "Hey, man, she is working 50+ hours. Maybe because they don't see eye to eye, so maybe have someone that
Yeah.
like to stand out of it. You know,
Or maybe
Yeah.
her DA should help.
maybe
her.
at the end it's dickhead husband.
It might be.
Yeah, you know. Now that
Yeah.
you said that, Sean.
I don't know. I think that you know, if she doesn't want to do Thanksgiving, she's not an a-hole for not wanting to host Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
totally
just
agree.
'cause
I
you
don't
do it
think
every
you would be
year
an
doesn't mean
a-hole if you
have
don't
to,
want
like,
it. You know,
That's
How
why
could
you're
you be?
blessed. For the
No.
people who do host Thanksgiving, you're blessed to have that person. Like, because some people don't. Some
It's a lot
people
of work.
it gets
It is a
overwhelming
lot
to
of work.
host.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
But some people love it.
I mean,
Yeah.
some people don't want to clean just in general.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
like just cleaning your household. You're like, oh my gosh, I got to prepare. I'm going to have people like going over everywhere. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Then you got to worry about the dishes in general.
Yeah.
Then you're going to worry about after the fact, or even just in general, like, or when they're here. Like make sure they're all entertained. Make sure
Yeah.
nothing's going wrong. Make sure all
Yeah.
the food is coming out.
Yeah,
right.
you're
Like,
doing this and that.
You're
This-
going to
everyone's
have
just
all
saying-
this hectic nonsense.
Yeah.
That if you don't want to have it, then you don't have to. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong
Especially
with
And
when
that.
that's
you
why I
at
think
work
it's
in a
helpful
hectic
for
situation.
everyone to bring a dish that's invited, because then it
Yeah,
like
there you go.
eliminates the
There you
host.
go.
It
sometimes.
certainly does, and
Yeah.
it just alleviates the cost. That's not
Yeah.
fair for the host to have
Feed
to
all
burden,
these people.
burden all
Yeah.
those costs, and we all know what has been on burden, what has been. So, like,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
God,
you know, no one
Yeah.
needs that. No one
Yeah.
needs that nonsense.
Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Like
Bye-bye.
maybe
Bye-bye.
host should make the turkey and then people bring the.
I mean,
other
honestly,
stuff.
the host should make the turkey. That just seems to make the most
Yeah.
sense. It's
Well,
right
if you
here,
all
say you're
coming
going to
in.
bring
Bring
3
the sides.
sides, bring 3 sides, bro. Like what?
Yeah.
You're going to
What
be like,
the-
oh, you're going to bring green bean casserole, potatoes, that. You're like, okay, I'll just cook the turkey, and then you
I
come up
brought,
with
I
meatloaf.
brought Doritos Cool Ranch, Nacho, and Spicy.
Hey, that's my move.
Boom.
That's my move.
3 sides for you.
That's my move.
But shout out to her, nurse, working so many hours, and then
Yep.
trying to be a good person.
Yep,
she,
you
she
go, girl.
tried.
True.
Yep.
You know?
True.
Shit, AITA.
Not the
defi-
ATA.
Certainly not. No.
Wow.
Good on you for taking care of your family. Sorry about your mother-in-law. Not the AITA.
Rest in peace, my last friend.
true. Oh,
What a great, wonderful episode. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
everybody!
Oh, we're
you
about
guys
to
take
crash
care.
out.
I hope not, but enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving, man. Don't forget to tell us
Where the
what's your
turkey
favorite
at?
thing to eat, or when you're going to listen to Christmas music, when you're putting up the Christmas tree.
Yes,
And
leave it
to
in the
do a good
comments.
deed. What good deed are you doing? I know you're not supposed to post it on social media, but you can leave it in the comment section.
That's right.
Yes, you got to do that, man. We got to know what the people are doing out here. See you guys.
everybody.
Take care.
Bye.